Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our 50th podcast. We are on number 50. It's hard to believe, actually. It's amazing how fast it's come.
Yeah, definitely.
So thanks for joining us. We are the Cashmere Goat, Camden, Maine. I'm Kristin.
I'm Iris.
And we are coming to you today from Rockport, Maine. And you can see the harbor behind us. It's very bright, so we're in a park, so you can also hear some children screaming. I think it's a bird.
It's the children screaming bird.
It's a screaming bird.
But we're at this lovely park where both of us brought our little children when they were little children.
Yep.
And one of the features that we both love is that it's just, there's some big old oak trees right here, so you get shade, and there's a playground, which a lot of playgrounds are just sort of like in the middle of the bright wasteland.
Yeah.
So.
And if you can come during low tide, you can explore on the shore, and there's all sorts of fun stuff. Bring your rubber boots.
Yeah, but nice picnic tables.
It is. And for some reason, despite all of this, it's usually quiet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think people forget about it because it's tucked away.
So should we talk about celebrating our 50th podcast?
Yes, we should. So we are doing something.
We're gonna do a gift certificate.
Right. That's what we were doing.
We were gonna do a gift certificate. If you drop a comment down below, we're gonna do one of those comment generator things. And we will, of course, there's always like weird scammers and spammers out there.
So they won't be counted.
Those won't be counted, and there's no purchase necessary. Obviously, just do your comment thing down below.
And you'll get entered into the drawing.
So then the next podcast, we will announce the winner.
So you've got a little while.
Yep.
And it will be a $50 gift certificate.
50 for 50! Awesome!
So let us know you watch.
And we've had, again, just yesterday, that nice woman was in talking about how she watches the podcast and enjoys it. And she said she always learns something. And I was like, that's great, because sometimes we just get so silly, but we do give a lot of information.
We do. And I'm distracted, sorry.
Because there's something special on the table.
Something special on the table.
Talk about later.
Yeah, so what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my love note. This is the first love note I made, and I have this like bright green t-shirt underneath it, so you can really see that leaf lace motif. And it was kind of perfect because today it was 47 degrees at my house when I woke up.
Yep.
And then this is my latest Bitty Brioche. I think I showed this as a item I was working on, but this is Seven Sisters Art's Astrid.
Nice, so pretty.
And I love how light it is, and it's a one-off blue color. It's got teals, and it's just so dimensional.
We have enough to make 3 of those in the fall.
Yeah, and I also will say, I think that this design really works best in a single ply.
That would make sense.
I haven't knit it myself in applied yarn, but I have heard from a couple knitters who have like had some sock yarn that they've played with, that something about the sock, and maybe it's like the acrylic, maybe it's about the ply, it both is bulkier and more sort of drapey, and like I don't know what the word, but got too big.
Interesting.
So that was interesting data.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yay, Bitty Brioche.
And I'm wearing my throwback. It does not have it has a zipper, which is not in the pattern, but that is what worked for me.
So great.
And it's made out of Kathmandu Aran, which is an amazing tweed yarn that we carry that I love. And I also have a Sophie scarf because it was cold. This is coming off sea note. It's still cool. There's a little breeze off the water. That
was a big screaming childbird.
That was. Oh my God, hark. I I think they may nest nearby.
So cute. Also, like, you made this kind of a while ago. I mean, it's really like it holds up beautifully.
I made this. I started this shortly after I opened the store, so about 5 years ago.
Looks great.
It's worn very well. I love it. I would definitely make another sweater out of this yarn.
Nice.
There's so much yarn to choose from.
And we should have brought that new Aran weight yarn.
Yeah, we can do that next time. So, do you want to show what you're working on?
Oh, yes. So, I have, in the last podcast, I showed some yarn that I really wanted to make some colorwork socks in, and I cast on for them because I finished something, and you'll see that in a minute. But so this is the Darrow, it's part of the Darrow Bee Sock set by Summer Lee. This is the Helen, and it's after the All Creatures Great and Small TV show on
so cute
public TV, and it's just got this lovely little kind of broken rib situation here. And I'm using Barocco vintage sock for the first time. It is awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
I love how it feels. It's so soft. And then I'm using my little Malabrigo mini skeins, which
we have the Malabrigo minis.
They're so cute. And then we've got our Frank Ochre there. But this is just such a fun little pattern. And I thought, you know, for my first kind of like real stranded color work, I would just stick to this little leg motif, and I tried really hard to just make sure my floats were nice and flexible so it could fit over my leg. So it's so fun.
Cool. And
I'm loving it. Dun da da da.
Another drum roll.
Another drum roll. I am finished with the sweater for my son. This is the flax that I've been working on all summer long, and I opted to do a broken rib that kind of gives a waffle weave texture on the sleeves instead of garter, and it's blocked, and I did a little rolled collar, and it's gonna go in a care package, Tam, at college. Yay!
Nice.
But it's done.
It's done.
I feel so free.
I bet you do.
Free to cast on a sock. And tell us about what you have on the needles.
So I have several things on the needles here, and I think you've seen this one before. It hasn't really progressed much because I stopped participating in the finish along apparently and started knitting new things.
You were on your own start along?
This is I'm good at that. Year round start along. Join anytime.
I love it.
This is Tulla Tweed.
Yes.
This is the Amy sweater, and I do need to finish it. I love it. I don't know.
Other things
Startitis.
captured your fancy.
Well, and then I was like, I have to make something out of this new yarn for the store, and this is Lang
coming
yarn.
along.
Yeah,
That's
I'm almost
a little
done with the sleeve. So this one will be done. I should finish this week. And the yarn is Lang
is it
Merino 120 color.
Yeah.
So it's a worsted weight. It's a light worsted, machine washable.
Very soft.
Really soft. And quite fun patterning. And it comes in like 6 colors.
6 colors. It reminds me a little bit of Chow.
Yeah.
Would you say that it's a little bit like that
it's
structurally?
spun in a very similar way.
Okay.
And so that probably next podcast, maybe that one will be finished.
Yay!
And then I went sailing last week on.
We have to hear all about it.
On the Louis R. French. We had a 4-day sail with Becky, the captain, who's a great knitter, and myself. And we had we were doing doodle projects. And this is what I
from the
did.
Jamie Lomax doodle deck fame. Yeah.
Yes. This is mine. This is my hat, and this is as far as I've got. And I would have finished it, but I don't know what to do.
We have to go really closer for the seagulls. Look how cute those seagulls are. Oh my gosh.
So we had a lot of fun, and I need to do another little video and share it with all the things that people were making. People were making cowls.
Wait, like this, can we hear about the yarn though? Because I know you've used a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but
So,
that's the great part about a doodle, right?
This is on the round cottage DK, super soft.
And did you love the mini minder on board?
Oh yeah, and several people were like, "Oh, that's handy." However, when it was really windy and we were heeling, that's the correct term, right? Over, and I was sitting up high on this perch, and I had 3 strands in one row, and it was blowing. I was like, oh, maybe this isn't the best idea. So I put it away.
Like on my 3 colors in a round, ones, I have to be like silent focus. No one talk to me, please.
I guess I'm pretty good. This is a sample yarn that shall remain unnamed, but it is lovely, and I am very tempted by it.
A lot of squish here. A lot of squish.
And then for the pilings, I used a little VIP that I had a scrap of. And then
because you really do not need much at all.
No, it's sort of fun. Like I'm working on my basket of DK yarn, and also you can use fingering, because 2 strands of fingering is DK. And so all of a sudden these small things, this is on the round, an old colorway, but this was perfect for the seagull feet and beak.
Because there's like a little orange,
and it's so subtle. I thought it might be too bright, but it came out just so subtle, and it's perfect.
It's so good against that marine color blue.
And so
also, what is the base?
That's Matera. That's something that we used in our some of our kits. We don't really sell it.
Head.
Yeah, and I just had it in my bag, so.
And a little nice twisted rib for a little added elegance.
Yeah, that's actually in her pattern in her book. She does do a twisted rib.
I like it.
And so we had some people making hats. Someone made a cowl. Someone was doing a beautiful mitten.
Oh wow.
A sock. Sorry.
What were some of the motifs people chose? Like, were they all kind of nautically or no?
Yeah. The person who did the cowl, she did nautical, like she did waves and stuff. And then Becky, the captain, had charted out a logo with for the French, and she also had the boat. So that was part of it. It was several different things. People chose all different things. Cool. Someone did a cat, and they actually finished their hat. It's so cute. So I do need to put them all together and create a little video. And I will do that. And it was just fun. It was fun exploring, and some people didn't really do much with that. And they knit on their own things, and that was fine. Cool. That's the beauty of it. Like, you can join in if you want, but you can join in your own way and just knit whatever you're knitting. Or, as there were 2 extra people on the group that didn't know it was a knitting cruise.
How'd that happen?
Their wives booked the tour, and I guess like 3 weeks before they realized it was a knitting themed cruise.
That's great.
So they were really good sports.
Did any of them learn how to knit? Or
no, they declined.
Missed opportunity for them.
I know. Sadly, they were really nice though, and it was funny. They got a lot of mileage out of going on a knitting cruise.
I love the fact that like their wives signed them up and didn't tell them.
I don't think that, well, supposedly the wives didn't know either. Nobody knew.
Whoa.
So
interesting.
So, and we are doing it again next year, and it is up on the French website. We're going again in September. I don't know the exact dates right now, but we are going next September, and it's the beginning of September. I want to say the 7th, but I'm not 100% sure. But it is on their website, nice. Louis R. French.
And you talked so much about how delicious the food was as we were doing our last podcast. So give us a little, what was a favorite meal or a favorite component of a meal? Just
Well, the lobster bake was stupendous. I don't know why, but it was like the best lobster of my life. And I've done those lobster bakes before, but it was cooked to perfection.
And out on Warren Island again?
It was
different place.
It was a little island up near Brooklyn, Maine, where the wooden boat school is, and there's like a beach on it, and it was amazing. Like they wrote us all out, and we had lobsters, and if you don't, they also had like kebabs and s'mores and hot dogs and drinks. And so I was like, you know, I almost went swimming. I had my bathing suit on, but I was gonna go swimming after the lobster to sort of rinse the lobsterish off because, you know, lobster. But it was time to go, so I couldn't swim then. So. And
temperatures were
comfortable.
Nice.
It was actually warmer than I expected it to be. Like it's cooler now, but it was like in the 60s most of the time.
I mean, September is this gem of a month. We keep saying this.
It's my favorite month in Maine, actually. Yeah. And it was, the food was great. I have to say, like, it's one of those trips that for me, I can really, really relax on because, well, my phone didn't really work that well. So I could check in, but I couldn't do a lot, you know, especially if I was down in my cabin. So I didn't, and that was great. But I still had my phone to take pictures, and if I needed to text, I could. And if I needed to make a call, which I did at one point, I just waited for a spot where it was fine. So it was fine. I wasn't completely out of communication. So it was wonderful. And so there's that aspect. And then the 3 meals a day that are served to you are just like...
Somebody else has thought of it, has planned it, makes it, and then cleans it up.
Right. And it's like, you get, like in the morning, you know, the bell, well, before even the bell rings, like you can have coffee and tea, I think starting at 6:30, and it's all up on the deck, ready and waiting for you.
Such a nice, peaceful time.
Those
mornings.
It's so beautiful. And then the bell rings at like 8, and they bring out breakfast, and before the bell they had like scones a couple of the days and a muffin, and it was like there was soups for lunch.
Nice.
And so there was a couple of people that were gluten-free, and they accommodated them.
Great.
So they're good at that.
I think that's becoming the norm for these, like, to really just expect that there's going to be somebody that's probably gluten-free, that's probably dairy-free. Yeah,
and they were great about it.
That's awesome.
And, so it's just fun. And we had one day that was kind of like a little wild, but I think that was fun. And
did people go down to sort of the galley?
Some people went down in the galley.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people did. Some people went to nap. And I mean, it's exciting. I think it's fun. I was happy though when we were done for the night. And then when you're done, they find a nice little cove that's quieter. And
did you go out to Vinyl Haven at all? Or no, you went down east.
We went down east like the first night. Like we went because we were sailing actually pretty far the first day. The wind was at our back, and so we went right up. So it was great. And I walk off of there more relaxed than, even though I was working, more relaxed than any other vacation. And I don't quite know what it is being outside all the time. I don't know, like being with, I don't know.
It's sort of like, because there's, it's a totally different rhythm from your normal rhythm, and it's not like anything that you're in charge of, is how I've thought about it.
I guess that's true.
Right? Is like, I'm on this boat, and somebody else is figuring out where to get us places, and somebody else is, like I said, thought about all the meals. So then for the passengers, and I think it's worth saying too that it really makes a difference, the captain crew dynamics.
They were amazing.
Because like if there's any stressful relationships between those people, the passengers absorb it, unfortunately.
You do.
And that's an unfortunate, like that has not been my experience very often, thankfully. But It does. They set the tone, and when they're setting a relaxed, joyful, fun tone, then that means that we all can relax even more.
And they really did. Becky and Nathan, the owners, are
so
just
nice.
so lovely. And I highly recommend the Knitting Cruise or any of their Wooden Jammer cruises. They do it all season long. They've got like 7 more trips.
Wow. That's
I know.
awesome.
It's crazy. So join me next year if you want some fun. So enough about me. What have you got to show us today?
Well, some I thought I would bring, because I think in the last podcast we showed some sock books, but we were out of one of these gorgeous Charlotte stone knits. We were, I think, out of Charming or out of Joyful. We have both of her books back, so if you're inspired by Colorwork socks, this is a designer who consistently gets rave reviews from our remote goats. Particularly if you've seen some of our recent finish alongs, there's definitely been some conversation, multiple people really praising the quality of the patterns. So check those out. I mean, tomatoes, the cherries, I wonder if I can find them. And not all of them are all over color work, but like here's oranges. But again, if you kind of didn't want to do the all over thing, you could do that nice motif at the leg. But yeah, super fun. Ice cream, yes. I think we need the ice cream socks.
I mean,
look how cute those are.
They're really cute. I feel like you need those.
Well, we'll see how I do with this
You're
color.
doing great. But so, and that's something to think about.
Socktober is coming, and so we'll be making that announcement pretty soon. I think like 3rd week in September. We're wrapping up the finish along. This is our last Zoom is going to be this week, and our last in-person meetup is this Sunday, giving us a little bit of a breather for me to get Socktober up and ready. And Socktober is just really fun. It's a knit along where it's like we're all doing socks, but within that you get to choose your own adventure. And we have a couple folks who have already said, oh, it looked like so much fun last year, I want to knit my first pair this year. We've got a great beginner friendly pattern too, so people just join in.
We've had people do like slippers, right?
Yeah, a Christmas stocking.
A Christmas stocking.
Yes.
So you can like.
Somebody did leg warmers, you know. So as long as it's like leg shaped thing.
Like once again, we're not crazy about the rules.
Exactly. All right. Well, do you want to show your book?
Okay. So I brought
Another
this
new
along.
book.
This is a new book. It's Wilderness Knits book. Wilderness Knits for the Great Outdoors. She does several books.
Is this her 3rd, maybe?
I think it's the 3rd. Linka Newman. And what's different about these is
so great.
that they are typically more worsted weight color work, so they're a little bit easier and faster. They make for very warm sweaters. But look at the gorgeousness. And
so was that the one with the dog footprint, the paw print?
Oh, yep. And I was gonna show.
And there's some
cute
kiddo size,
So this is a great book. There's a lot of sweaters in here.
We've already had to reorder it. Once.
As soon as I bought it, we sold out of it, and so I ordered it again.
Also, just super adorable and inspiring photography.
There really is, and there's lots of sweaters in here. I didn't count, but man, there's a lot of sweaters in here. Look at that. There's a lot of sweaters.
Like 20 patterns, maybe.
At least. It looks like it. And then I think at the end there's mittens and hats.
So accessories.
Look at those fun fuzzy mitts.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I want to make those. Anyways, lovely book.
Inspired by color work could be the theme of our lately, right?
Yeah, that definitely could be a theme. And so what else do I have to show? Oh, I got some new special things from Trinkles.
So exciting!
And these are stitch markers, and they have different designs. And they are, I picked the themes, and then at the end, there's the goat.
This was like Tracy's dream, right?
It was.
Like
Tracy's
Tracy
been
has had
asking
this
me to do
dream,
this.
and I'm like, Tracy, is it neat to see your dream come into reality?
She's so full of good ideas. Forever.
So full of good
And
ideas.
then we have the acrylic version and similar motifs. They're a little shiny, a little iridescent.
Kind of cool.
I like I've always liked the wood ones, but sometimes the wood ones feel so light to me, and I like a little tiny bit of, not heavyweight, but like sometimes light ones can
Ping right off. And I mean, just so fun to see these little colors. I love the fact that the lobster is sort of this light green see-through. Oh god, I can't like make it move, but there it is. You can kind of see it. It's a little less shiny and more just see-through. Kind of cool.
And I got a gauge wheel. So this is sort of like the gauge ruler, but different. And you line it up with your knitting. And
You want to take something light? Oh, you got that.
I've got this. You line it up, and it's I haven't mastered it yet. So, but you line it up.
Lay
with
it kind of across, and then like lay it so that your knit stitch is in the zigzag.
yeah. Do you want to show them?
Yeah.
Because I haven't quite mastered it yet.
So you have it like that, or like more like that. So you're fitting.
Okay.
You see how that.
Yep.
So kind of, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but see how the stitches can fit in with the like zigzag uppity downity.
Uppity downity. The official.
And look!
So we got a couple Katrinkles
So
things.
cool.
We haven't had Katrinkles in a while. I need to
Yeah.
order more Katrinkles things.
Yes, people love them, and it's
They
so
do.
nice to have the branded things. People ask for that too.
They do.
So.
They do.
And here's another idea, speaking of good ideas. Somebody said, sell stitch markers singly. Like have
know,
a jar
I've thought
of
of
stitch
that,
markers,
too.
like just maybe an assorted jar of these wooden ones.
Yep. Not
And
packaged.
it's not packaged, and so you buy 2 or you buy 3, or you know, for the person that forgets their stitch, they don't need the whole pack, but they were like, I want to have this memento of Maine, and I was like, oh,
Maybe you'll see that coming.
we always get good ideas from you guys, so we try to listen.
We do. We do. We do. We do.
I have some show and tell new yarn because 'tis the season. So get ready for fluff. This is Poema Mohair. Look at the halo. Poema Mohair, long gradient, just like the other members of the Poema family. And they're so pretty. So I can't pick a favorite, actually. Like this one is this beautiful dusty rose. Yeah. And then there's like a little bit of like neutral brown, gold in there.
Look at that swirl.
I know, the swirl. I took some really nice pictures yesterday because
Sure did.
we needed some good, beautiful pictures of these guys. This one, Neutrals, reminds me of a very special dog in my life who is this Icelandic sheepdog and creamy and all of these colors. So I was like, oh.
And the swirl.
And the
He's
swirl.
got some swirls.
He's a
Let's
dog I
just-
dog sit for, not my real dog. And then this.
He is a real
He is a
dog.
real dog, but not my real dog. I just get to borrow him sometimes. Okay, so look at this yummy, luscious autumn, golden green russet. Just feels
All
like
the colors of
fall.
fall.
Just
It's
take
beautiful.
this with you on a little outdoor hike, and you'll just be inspired. And then the one that I'm calling the mermaid colorway.
Because look at it.
Here's this, and then oh my gosh, yeah, so get your mermaid on with this. I love it. So you know, Alice Dunsmith,
Yep.
Birch Tree Knits, she just had a picture of one of her designs that she knit in a mohair. So it was the
nice.
full heart crescent, which we have the sample of in this yarn in the Astrids, and there's like a little bit of.
How did it look?
It looked really good.
Oh.
And I never would have kind of thought of a fuzzy
Nice.
yarn with, she's got some traveling stitches, she's got some eyelets, but I mean, it looked
Maybe
lovely.
we should make one.
Yeah, so that could be kind of fun to see a shawl in one of these guys. Anyway, so,
There's more yarn.
More
There's
of these
always more
colors.
yarn.
Yeah,
And
too.
We thought of ones that we didn't bring, and there's always something new to show you.
There is.
Especially at this time of year. I mean, it's knitting season officially has begun.
And I've started to highlight some of the fall yarns. So keep watch on the email and on our socials about that.
Yeah. And we are so happy that you joined us.
For 50!
50. And don't forget to leave a comment so you can get entered into our drawing, which will happen in approximately 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we will announce the winner on our next podcast, number 51. And I know what we didn't talk about.
Yes, I just thought of it too.
Bing.
Yep.
So it's the 27th, right?
Yep.
The 27th, we are celebrating my owning the store for 5 years.
Yay!
And it is always a fun day. We have treats. We sometimes have special guests. We're working on that. And we invite you to come and celebrate. We usually have raffles. There's a lot happening that day, and we love seeing you. And if the weather is nice, we'll knit out front if we can. And
we might do a little live for our remoters, remote goats.
So it's just a day to celebrate, and I am so happy to be here after 5 years. Thank you all for watching and also for being my customer so I can do this. And yeah, come celebrate with us.
Yay! Lots of fun stuff.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for tuning in.
And happy knitting.
Happy knitting. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay!